Namaste and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for a gentle stretch and breathe yoga today. I've got a message here that I don't understand. I'm just going to get rid of that and we'll start the music. I hope you guys are all feeling awesome today. So, let's start with a little bit of shoulder and neck work where we hold a lot of tension. Just begin by breathing and rolling your shoulders up and back in a gentle way. And reverse it. Nice. Looking left and right. Breathe in and out. Coming back to the center. Just glance up and down. Lift your chin and drop that chin all the way down to the chest. Inhale and exhale. And let's let one shoulder come up and one shoulder down. Tilt your head over and switch. You don't have to tilt your head very far if that's difficult for you. In fact, let me reiterate what I always say. First of all, let me say, Namaste, Jane. Nice to see you there. I miss you, girl. Come back. Okay, so as I always say, if anything feels a little awkward, or certainly if it feels painful or overly sensitive, if it's tweaking something in you that just gives you discomfort, modify. Our love to you too, Audrey and Greg. Miss you guys too. I know you're doing good. Please modify or minimize or just wait if anything doesn't feel right to you. And let breath lead you through every movement that we do. Coming back to the center. Both shoulders squeeze up as high as you can. Right up by your ears. Squeeze it up, 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 up. Breathe in big. Exhale, drop it. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Lift those shoulders up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And drop it fast with an exhalation. One more time. Why not? Breathe in. And drop. Let's bring the shoulders forward and the chin back. And then shoulders back, chin forward. Awesome. And just return to a back roll of the shoulders. Squeeze it back, inhale and exhale. Awesome. If you like, you can open out into a straddle, just a gentle straddle to start today. And let your back be softly straight. Lift the arms up as high as is comfortable for you. And we reach one hand up as if you're pulling apples out of a tree. Or if your favorite fruit is something else, maybe pears or bananas, reach up and grab and pull down. Reach and breathe. Both hands float up. Reach it up tall, stretch it up tall. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. Breathe in and reach. Find your prayer hands and pull them down to your heart. Exhale. And let's bow the head. Soften the belly and the hips. Drop the hands down by your belly. Release your neck. 100% release of the neck muscles. The head hangs down in front of the chest without any resistance or holding to gravity. Let yourself be soft and heavy and accepting of your body as it is, with gratitude 2 parts gratitude, 1 part love. That's the recipe for peace. This morning we're focusing on gratitude, love, and peace. And why not? Those are all good things that we need to bring into our lives, into our consciousness, and share with those around you. Give love, honor people, see them as they are. Help them also see peace and love and gratitude. All right, we're moving our hands, our prayer hands, through the figure 8, through the infinity symbol. Breathe as you move. And when you're ready, you can reverse it. Go the other way around your infinity symbol. Infinity symbol crisscross right in front of your heart. When you're ready, stretch the arms out and let them fly back towards the wall behind you. Reach your fingertips back. Lift your face, and if you're sitting in a straddle, maybe flex those ankles, let those toes point straight up. Lift your forehead, and lift the arms up. Prayer hands above your head. Awesome, now we're going to turn knuckles in, palms out. Press the hands against each other, just a little, just so you feel that connection. And now we're going to take the hands, keep them palm out, but bring them to crisscross at the wrist. And now palms touch. Keep pressing the hands against each other, bow the head. Let the hands drift back just a little bit. Keep breathing. And then lift the face, let the hands come forward. Come back to your regular prayer hands and bring it down to your heart. Bow the head. Sitting soft. Soften the belly, soften the hips, drop the head. Hands float down by your belly. Wonderful. Sitting tall again, bring the hands up to your heart. Infinity hands. This time let's let them move out and in. Like you're conducting an orchestra here. And reverse it. Coming back to prayer, lift it up overhead. Reaching tall. And soften the elbows. Turn the hands palm out, knuckles touching knuckles. See if you can put your hands the other way this time. Crisscrossing at the wrist, hands pressing against each other, palm to palm. Bring the hands back and drop your head in a prayer pose. Drop and bow your head. Breathe deep. You should feel a lovely release and compression at the same time, right at the back of the neck, at the base of the shoulder, the base of the neck at the back of the shoulder blades. Awesome. Reach it up and pull some. This time let's think about mangoes. Reach up and pull down. Reach up and pull down. Keep breathing. Wonderful. And both hands float up and out. Bring those legs in for a well-deserved crisscross if that's comfortable for you. Maybe try the half lotus. Maybe if you're really flexible, you can bring both feet up on top of the thighs for the full lotus. I'm not quite there yet. Hands grab the knees. And we camel ride. Look up, look down. Arch the back, pull the shoulder blades back. Round the back and squeeze the belly in. Exhale and inhale. Going for a camel ride. Awesome. Keep grabbing those knees and just gently turn the body to look over one shoulder. And back, face forward and breathe in. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Gently back and forth. Any speed is perfect here. You may want to linger one position or the other. Listen to your body. And whatever is softly suggested to you as, ooh, that would feel good if I just stayed here. Or it feels good to go back and forth. Whatever's being gently suggested to you by the body, say yes. Keep breathing. Awesome. When you're ready, face forward again. And again, let's reach the arms out and slowly up. Find your prayer. Lengthen through the spine as you drop your hands to your heart. Just a little tuck in of the chin to bow the head. Keep lifting up from tailbone, from pelvis points in your hips, up to the top of the head, but keep your shoulders way down, away from your ears. Beautiful, beautiful lifted posture. Honor yourself with a beautifully straight back. Wonderful. Let's interlock the fingers and squeeze and release a few times. Breathe. Invert and push through. And bring it back. Squeeze and release. Invert, push through, round the back, drop the head, and bring it back. Squeeze and release. All right, now we're going to just keep squeezing the hands and slowly release your left hand, but keep your right hand squeezing. Let your right arm be strong, shoulder all the way through everything, muscles and tendons and bones, all the way to your fingertips. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let your left arm be completely released and your left hand completely soft. Squeeze those fingertips deep into the tissues of your other hand, strong. And switch hands and squeeze with your left hand now and your left arm and your left shoulder. Left wrist, everything working hard on the left side, right side released, soft, limp. Keep breathing, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Invert, push through, drop the head. Let's stretch those legs out. If you like, you can pull the flesh away from your sitting bones, connecting your weight through your pelvis points. And once again, we lift our arms up, straight back, reaching up. Flex those ankles for me if you would, please. And if you can, get those knees straight. If you have a problem with this position, put a little something under those knees so that you can have some contact with something back there. If your legs are like up here just in the air, I think it's better to have some support under those knees. So that's just a suggestion. Okay, we're reaching up. And we're just going to take that reach all the way forward. Inhale back up, breathe in. Exhale, reaching towards the wall on the opposite side of the room and looking down at your knees. Lift it up. And one more time, down. Exhale. And up. Inhale. Nice. I'd like you to bend your right leg now and grab onto your big toe with 2 fingers, your peace sign fingers. Grab the big toe if you can. Lift that heel up. Take it forward and back. Take that elbow and knee as far back as it'll go. You should feel a nice stretch in your hip. And push it forward. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder. Back and forward, almost like sawing a log, but a little slower, a little more mindful of the body. Stretching. 2 parts at once. Breathe. right, bring it back, and let's see if we can scoop that leg up in our arms. If you're very flexible, you may get your little toe edge of your foot to right in at your elbow. And we're just gonna rock back and forth. Awesome, grab the big toe again with those 2 fingers, stretch it forward, and up and down a few times, heel to the floor, toes as high as you can, don't worry about going as far as you see me going, or maybe you've got a friend there that's very flexible. There is no competition in yoga, not even with yourself on a more flexible day. It's you, here, now, appreciate your body. Work with what you have, breathe a lot, and remember, 2 parts gratitude, 1 part love. And let's take a moment to consider that. Nice. Reach the hands straight up, straight back, reaching up. And we go down, exhale. Lift it up. Inhale. If this is too difficult for your back, if there's difficulty in the rising up, you can put your hands on your legs and push yourself up. There's always a way to modify to make it right for you. And one more time, we go down and lift with inhalation, reach up, breathe in. Awesome. We're going to bend the other leg now, put the foot on the floor. 2 fingers reach for the big toe. And take it back, elbow and knee way back. And then heel forward, feel the stretch in your shoulder. Back, feel the stretch in your hip. And breathe. You can go any speed that works for you here. And you can go any distance that feels right. If you can do a few more of these with me, I appreciate it. Breathe. And stretch. All right, bring it back. And let's see if we can scoop this whole leg up in our arms and hold it gently. Rock left and right. Keep breathing. Everything that we do here should feel good. It should make you feel good. If it's not making you feel good, you can modify it in any way that works for you. This is your time to take care of you. And when you're ready, we'll reach that. Put your 2 fingers on your big toe again and bring it forward. We go down, heel touches the floor, and lift as high as you feel like it's good. And breathe as you move up and down with that leg, more or less straight. Times. Well done. Last time. And all the way down, release. And reaching up. This time we'll do a side bend and bring one hand down to the floor. Come up and reach up, breathe in. And let's go the other way. Bring one hand down to the floor for a little support. Side stretch. And up. Over the other way. And up. Over the other way. Awesome. Reach it up. And now we're just going to let our feet go just a little bit wider than our hips. Feet flop outwards. Knees bend slightly. Slide your hands down towards your ankles or your instep, and rounding the back, we drop the head, caterpillar pose, soft and heavy and released. Slide the hands back up, and let's get on to our backs. Take a moment to settle in on your yoga mat. Make sure you feel really balanced and released. We're going to let the arms go wherever feels comfy and walk your feet out a little wider than your hips. Let your knees lean against each other. Be relaxed now. When you're ready, walk your feet back in alignment with your hips so your knees are pointing straight up. And let's take that right leg up into the air. Circle the ankle. Flex and point the ankle a few times. Wiggle the toes. And bring it down. Other leg, stretch it up into the air. Circle the ankle. Change direction on your circle. Flex and point the ankle and toes a few times. Wiggle your toes and bring it down. And we're just going to let the knees go left and right, back and forth. Flip-flop, like windshield wipers, windscreen wipers, back and forth. Loosen the hips, loosen the lower back. One more time on each side. All right. Bring your knees up to your chest and scoop your arms around your lower legs and hug them in. Bring your head up to your knees, bring your forehead to your knees, and squeeze yourself into a tiny little ball. Keep breathing and squeezing yourself in as tight as you can. And release. Head comes to the floor. Arms and legs reach up. Reach for the ceiling and bring the elbows and knees down. When your knees come down, I'm going to suggest you kind of do a frog squat here. The knees go wide. Some of you probably have a tendency to do this, where the knees don't move at all. I'm going to strongly suggest that you try and bring the knees down as if they wanted to go towards your shoulders or towards your armpit, okay? So we're going to reach it up and bring it down. 10 and down. 9 and down. 8 and down. 7 and down. Up for 6 and down. Up for 5. Bring it down. And go for 4. Bring it down. Up for 3 and down. Up for 2 and down. Last one. Up and flex your ankles and flex your wrists so you're holding trays on your hands and feet. Go for a little walk like a puppy dog. As if you're taking a little walk on the ceiling here. And we're just going to do this for a moment, back and forth. Start to make your walk a little bit bigger steps. Keep it going and breathe. Bring it down. All right. Feet to the floor near your hips, arms up. And just make sure you feel like your feet are strong on the floor. Tilt your pelvis and push your lower back down. Squeeze your belly muscles in. And say to all those lower internal organs, get back inside the body where you belong, no up and outward. Squeeze the waist in, squeeze the belly in, squeeze the lower back flat against the floor. Keep breathing and try not to squeeze your chest or your shoulders or your arms, just your lower abs and hips. Squeeze it in. Squeeze the kegel in the middle of your groin. Squeeze it in. Keep breathing. And release. Take your right foot and put it on your left knee or just the thigh just above your knee. And bring both legs over to the left. all the way to the floor. And then let everything go. Release. Don't hold any particular position with any strength or effort. Let everything go soft. If you need to reposition an arm, do that. You may want to bring the arm behind your back, down close to your hip, and tilt all the way over on your side body. Let your head turn to look in the same direction as your knee. Reclined spinal twist, super relaxing. Do some nice deep breathing here. We're not in any hurry. We're going to start to rock just a little bit. All right, let's go onto our back again. And let's do a long body yawning stretch. Arms reaching overhead, toes pointing, stretch. Feel free to yawn, sigh, or moan or groan, whatever feels awesome. And when you're ready, bring your feet up again. Next to your hips on the floor, knees bent. Windshield wipers, back and forth. Loose and free in the hips and lower back. Nice. Starting to feel free and move without so much aches and pains and stiffness. Awesome. Alright, bring the knees to the chest. Let's put our hands right on our knees and bring those knees into the chest. Let them go a little bit wide. Not too far. And then push the knees away from the chest and pull them in together again. Squeeze them in and pull them to the chest. Go wide. Push them away and pull them together. Nice little knee circles here. Hands are directing the knees in little circles that come together, pull in, go away, and pull together again. Up to the chest, split, push away, come together. Up to the chest, push away. Let's reverse it. So they split, come up to the shoulders, come together at the chest, and push away. Knee circles directed by the hands. Awesome. Right. Feet back to the floor. Arms can be out. Take your left foot and put it on your right knee or the thigh just above the knee. And we're going to tilt over towards the right, both legs to the floor. Once the legs are on the floor, you can separate them if they like to be separate. And walk that back hand down towards your hip a little bit. Turn your head in the same direction your knees are pointing, and release everything in a reclined spinal twist. Do some nice deep breathing and let everything relax 100%. We're going to be here for a few moments, so relax and breathe. You can do a little bit of a rock. Or just stay still. body stretch. Bring up the right knee and give it a hug. Stretch the leg up. And gently pull the leg a little closer to your face and back to your comfort zone. Gently, softly, slowly, with love and gratitude, pull that leg gently towards your face and let it drift back. We're asking the back of the leg to stretch. Give it some time. Give it some time to gently find its length. Gentle and slow. Awesome. By now, maybe you found your full range of motion for this leg, for this hamstring stretch. Asking the leg and the hip to create space back there on the back side of the body. And if so, let's see if we can hold the leg at or close to the edge of your range of motion for 30 seconds. It's our static stretch. We're not moving, but we're trying to relax and breathe and give the leg time to stretch on its own time. Patience and love. And while we wait, close your eyes and just drift in your inner universe. Whatever patterns and colors you see, take the time to really notice them. Appreciate that inner universe that lives behind your eyes. And the 30 seconds goes quickly when you do that. Let's see if we want to go a little deeper into this stretch now that we've been patient. Gentle, don't overdo it. And when you're ready, release the leg. Bring your hands to the floor, and we're going to take that leg to the floor slow, like the second hand on a clock. Slow and controlled, not too fast. Requires a little bit of work in the abs as you get close to the floor. Don't give up. Once it's down, we stretch again. Stretch and breathe and yawn. Woo! Time to bring up the other leg, bend the knee and give it a hug. Stretching it up towards the ceiling. Find a way to hold on to the leg so you can gently pull and release. Take it slow. Don't ask too much too fast. Give it time to find its stretchiness. Be gentle with yourself. Listen with love to what the body has to say. And you're certainly welcome to stop at any point and take a break. You're already halfway through an hour of yoga. You're doing fantastic. If you need to take a break, don't criticize yourself. That's okay. You're doing great. So slowly explore your flexibility and find your full range of motion. Notice the feeling of extreme stretch right there at the edge of your range of motion. That's where the magic happens, where the flexibility gets a little looser over time. And we're going to hold the leg right near that spot for 30 seconds. Close the eyes. And drift in your inner universe. Notice colors and patterns. Continue to breathe deeply. gently find a little more flexibility if you feel the urge to go deeper. If not, stay where you are. Keep breathing. And let's release the leg. Bring the hands to the floor and slowly, like the second hand on a clock, lower that leg down to the floor. Slow and controlled. As you get the leg close to the floor, you'll feel your abs continue to tighten and use those abs, work with your body. And once the leg is on the floor, we reach it, stretch it, yawn and sigh. All right, folks, we're going to bring those feet in by the hips again and hands to the floor. This time we're going to lift the hips up off the floor and float the hips left and right. Breathing in and out. Going left and right. Float to the side. Coming back towards the center. Squeeze it up and halfway down. Up all the way, halfway down. Feet are strong on the floor and we're breathing. Lift it up and down. Bring it up and down. Squeeze it up and down. As you squeeze it up, squeeze those buttocks in and release them as you drop it down. 2 more times. Down. Last time up and down. Hips to the floor, knees to the chest, and come back to that tiny little ball. Squeeze it in. Keep breathing. Awesome. Opening up, keep your hands on your knees, head to the floor, and just rock left and right. Coming back to the center, see if you can start to rock longitudinally up and down the spine, from shoulders to hips. Rock like a rocking chair around your back. And let's go 5 more times. Rock back, and up, and back, and up. Rock back and up 2 more times. Feel that nice massage up and down the spine. And come on up. See if you can balance on your hips for me. In the boat pose, you can put your fingers behind your knees. Push your chest towards your knees. Lift your face. Pull your shoulders back. Flex your ankles. And breathe. Awesome. Let's work our abs a little bit. What do you say? Let the hands float out to the side. Right fingers to left toes. And switch. Let's go 10 times. 10. 9. 8. 7. Woo! 6. 5. Did you want me to go faster so it's over sooner? I'm going slow today. 4. 3. We're almost done. 2. And 1. Coming back to your boat pose. Nice and beautiful. Awesome. Let's get up on hands and knees. We're in the table pose here. And I'm just going to readjust a few things here. You can start your cat and cow. Arch it up. Sway it down. Up and down. Dropping the head and tailbone, arch the back up. Sway the back down and lift the face, lift the tailbone. Double check that you're not scrunching in your shoulders and upper back. Double check that your wrist is under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. And cat and cow with your breath. Okay, Audrey, I know you're bored. Let's go back to table and just take your hips and rib cage right and left. Shifting the shoulders, shifting the hips, bending one elbow and then the other. Coming back to the center. A few cat and cows. Let's get up onto the downward dog position here. Turn your toes under. Lift the hips. Walk your feet to a good place. You want to be an upside down letter V, and we're going to drop the head. Release the neck 100%. And let's walk the dog. That means we're going to pick up one heel at a time as if you're taking a little walk. You can even pick up the foot. Coming back to our good downward dog. Push it back. And drift forward. Don't let your shoulders go past your wrists. Just push it back, drift forward. Back and forward. One more time, back and forward. And come down. Knees almost touch the floor. Come back up to downward dog. Drop it down. Almost touch the floor with your knees and back up. 2 more times. Down and up. Down and up. This time come all the way down. And let's do our pose of a child. Hips to heels, hands to toes. Drop the forehead down by the knees. Put your elbows on the floor in front of your knees, hands flat on the floor, palm down, fingers spread. Come up on elbows and knees. Take your right foot back, put the toes on the floor, and push back through your heel. Hold for 30 seconds and keep breathing. Straight leg, push back through your heel. Feel the stretch in the calf, in the Achilles tendon, and even in the arch of the foot. And if your knee is really straight, you'll feel it all the way up to the tissues behind the knee. Keep pushing back. Nice work. Keep pushing back. We're almost there. All right, lift that leg up into the air. Let it go as high as it wants to, and bend and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend, bend and extend, and lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. One more time, bring it down, pose of a child. Drop the head. Lovely. When you're ready, come up on elbows and knees again. Other leg, push it back, stretch it back. Put the toes on the floor. Push back through your heel. Straight leg. Feel the stretch in your calf muscle. Stretch that thing. Keep breathing. Straight leg if possible. Stretch it back. It's awesome to stretch your calf muscle and your Achilles tendon. It takes care of your foot. It takes care of your circulation. It helps so much with so much of the circulation in the leg. All right, we're almost there, and we're going to lift that leg up into the air and bend and extend. Keep breathing. All right, stretch it out and up and down a few times. Up and down, lift and lower. All right, knee to the floor. Push back to wide-legged pose of a child this time. Your big toes are touching, but your knees are wide. And come on back, dropping the head. Maybe the chest comes down to the floor between your knees. Head can turn to one side, elbows can bend. you're in your wide-legged pose of a child, let's give a little upper body twist, okay? So follow me. You're going to put your right hand on the floor underneath your right shoulder, just in front of your right knee. Press that hand just a little bit into the floor and thread the needle, left hand behind the right wrist all the way through. Press your hand into the floor, lift the body just a little, and bring that arm back. Come back to wide-legged pose of a child. Relax down. I'm going to turn around. You don't have to. Still wide-legged pose of a child. Nothing changed. And I'm going to put my hand under the shoulder just in front of the knee and press the body up just a little bit, enough to thread the needle. Right hand behind left wrist, bring it all the way through and come back down. It should feel good, folks. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. When you're ready, press that hand into the floor, lift the body up, and come back to wide-legged pose of a child. Release and relax. And then slowly rise back up to table. And we are going to return to our downward dog. Lift those knees up. Find that perfect place for your feet. Feel strong on the floor. Upside down letter V. Drop your head. Walk your feet a little 2 steps towards your hands. Walk your hands 2 steps towards your feet. And begin to just hang in your ragdoll pose. Arms come out and down. Touch the floor. Lift them up as high as they'll go and bring them down. Breathe in, lift the hands up. Drop them down. Up and down. Like slow motion angel wings, but the body still hangs in ragdoll. Just crisscrossing in front of your face and up. Down, crisscross, and up. 2 more times. Down, crisscross, and up, down. And this time bring the whole body up to standing. If that's a difficult move, get up any way you can. We're going to try and do a few standing postures this morning. Starting with mountain pose. Toes pointing forward for sure, right? Look down, make sure. Heels under hips. Tuck the hips under, straighten the knees and lift up from the feet all the way to the sternum. Keep your shoulders down, top of the head reaching up. Arms just hang, shake your hands and release them, let them hang. Feel strong in the legs, strong in the feet. Tuck that tailbone under, pull the belly in and lift the chest. Beautiful mountain pose, long neck, tall and relaxed. Balanced and powerful. Arms slowly rise out to the side like a sunrise. Reach it up. Stretch tall. Drop it down. Release your shoulders. Exhale. Lift it up. Reach tall. Breathe in. Bring it down. Drop and relax your shoulders. Let them hang. Exhale. One more time. Arms reaching out. Breathing in, we reach up, bring them down, and release your shoulders. Nice. Let's stand and straddle. Let your toes point just a little bit out in a diagonal. Hands on the hips. Bend one knee and then the other, and float left and right. Let your hips really go left and right here. back to the center, push the hips forward, reach the arms up, look at the ceiling, stretch the arms back behind your head, and then bring them all the way to the floor. Bend the knees again, one side and then the other. Coming back to the center. Take both hands to your left foot or left ankle and bring your nose close to your left knee. Hold and breathe. Slowly come back to the center, hands on the floor in front, and one knee bends and then the other. We shift left and right. Awesome. Back to the center. Bring both hands over to your right leg, right foot, right ankle. Drop your nose close to your right knee. Hold and breathe. And then walk your hands back to in front. And bring your feet under your hips. Toes and heels moving in. Bend the knees. Lift the face and look forward, arms out to the side. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that the rear end is down very, very low by the level of the knees. Arms out to the side. Touch the floor and reach for the ceiling with one hand up, one hand down, looking up towards the ceiling. And then switch. And switch. Back and forth at any speed. Keep breathing and moving. And both arms out to the side. Press it back up to mountain pose. Reach it tall. Hands come down to hang from the shoulders. Shake your hands. And just tap the side of your legs. Take your right hand up towards your armpit. Elbow rises up, tilt the body over. The left fingers reach down towards the knee and back to mountain. Other side, over and back to mountain. Let's go back and forth with breathing. Elbow comes up to point up. The heel of your hand rises up close to your armpit. And actually stroke the side of your body. Let your hand push against the tissues from the left side of the knee all the way up to the left armpit, the right side of the knee all the way up to the right armpit. Compress the tissues with your hand. And breathe. 2 more times on each side. All right, coming back, we reach the arms out and up with a breath in. Find your prayer, pull it to your heart, and just stand for a moment, eyes closed, feeling the strength in your feet, connected to the earth. Feeling the top of your head reaching up towards heaven, and the center of your existence right at your heart. Step the feet out just a little bit wider than your hips, in the knees, bring the hands forward. Lift the left hand stays where it is, right hand goes up. Watch your fingertips, bring it back. Let it go down, past your knee and up again. Now your left hand goes up. Watch it go back, walk it down by your knee and forward. Let's take the right hand back and down and forward. Left hand up. Back, down, and forward. Now both hands back. Reverse it. Awesome. Stand tall, reach up, breathe in. And let's come back to seated for our few minutes together at the end of our yoga hour. Come on. There we go. All right, settle in to a comfortable seated position. Let the back be straight and the shoulders relaxed, breathing in and out. Close the eyes. Let your breath pour into the body through the nose, through the nostrils, through the back of the throat, down into the lungs, down into the belly. Fill the body up like a glass of water being poured from a pitcher. And to exhale, we just let it go. Like a balloon deflating, you can let it go through your lips, nice and loose and free. At the end of your exhalation, squeeze the belly in and just keep the air out of the body for a moment. Notice stillness. It shouldn't be too effortful. If you have an impulse to breathe in, go ahead and breathe in. Return to that vision of pouring a glass of water as the air flows into the body, free and easy, all the way down to the belly, all the way up to the throat. Expanding your ribs. Feel your ribs expand, creating a little extra space between all those little bones. As you breathe in and expand your lungs, the ribs create space. Exhale, balloon deflates. Squeeze the belly in. Stillness. One more time. Big breath in. Fill your glass of water. Exhale. Squeeze. Stillness. Awesome. Let's take a few moments to tap on the chest with the fingertips or the knuckles or the flat of the hand. Or you can make this and be like Tarzan. We're going to stimulate the thymus gland and the other glands throughout the upper chest, up into the base of the neck, up into the shoulders, in the front of the shoulders where the armpit starts to get really super soft, going back into that tissue, and over to the sternum. Anywhere you want. Just give it a thumb, tap, slap, tickle, whatever you want. Awesome. How about we tap the cheeks and up to the forehead and the eyebrows and down to the front of the ears, lobes at the jaw. Let your mouth fall open. Go underneath the earlobes, back behind the jaw. Keep your mouth hanging open. And down the throat, down the neck, to the sternum, to the collarbones. And then back to the back of the neck for a squeeze and release. Nice massage for the neck muscles and down to the shoulders. When you're ready, just come back to your center and your stillness. Feel the body's energy singing through the tissues, through the nerves. Feel the blood flowing easy and light. Keep the breath alive in the body. Keep your mind on positivity. Do your best. I grant you my most sincere namaste. And I will see you again on the other side. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye now.